We are planning to do a kayaking trip today. So this is our inflatable kayak, and so finally we're ready to. The kayak is completely inflated. We have assembled the paddles, and now we are going to start kayaking. It's a beautiful day out here, and you can see the incredible view outside. It's a slightly cloudy day, not a lot of people on the beach, but I think it's going to be a great kayaking experience today. Pompa has never come to this beach for kayaking. She has come to the beach but not for kayaking, so this is going to be her first experience kayaking on this route. So we just started kayaking. You can see the incredible view on the right hand side. You can see the islands at the distance. So I'm using GoPro for the first time for recording the kayaking adventure, and I'm using a headset, or what do you call the head fitting of the camera, so that I can record while I'm paddling. So Pampa used to complain all the time that I would take break and most of the paddling would be done by her because I'll be recording. So I decided to have the headset for the GoPro so I can paddle while I record. You can see some people fishing on the shore. You can see the water. It's quite turbulent. Not very turbulent actually. I think last weekend, we did the kayaking with Prashanto, and it was much more turbulent than this. Are you comfortable? Yes. Are you feeling comfortable? Ekdami. It is so much fun. No, this is good distance. If you are too much near the shore, then your view is kind of blocked and the water is going to be kind of shallow. This is a good distance. So last time, couple of times back, we saw some wildlife, actually a leopard seal basking in the sun. So I don't know whether this time we'll see any marine life, but whatever we see, you are going to see. On the left hand side you can see the Washington Park, and you can see there's a hiking trail there. There's some people hiking on the left hand side. Now you can see there is turbulence in the water, but this turbulence is coming from the speeding motorboats. So this is not much caused by the wind. Someday I wish they make a rule that there should be separate water spaces for kayaks and the motorboats, because these motorboats are a nuisance for the kayakers. They cause so much of turbulence in the water. I was talking about the leopard seal. This is the rock where the leopard seal was basking in the sun. I think a couple of months ago we saw. I was kayaking with Aniruddha at that time. Aniruddha, you'll probably remember. But today, so far, we have not seen any marine animal resting on the rock or anything. Just saw a few birds, a loon, a bald eagle. You can see a lot of kelp here. I think these are the bull kelps. All these motorboats are the enemy of the kayak, because after they leave, after a while there is a time lag. It creates a lot of turbulence and lot of waves coming towards you. Now we are entering the Burrows Bay. In front of us, the small island called Burrows Island, and you can see on the right tip of the island there is a lighthouse, if you can see. And there's a lot of kelp. There's almost a small forest, kelp forest on the left hand side, so we have to circumnavigate the kelp forest, otherwise we might get tangled. Now we can see the turbulence from that motorboat. See, it left the area about 2 minutes ago, and now we can see the turbulence. Pompa was saying that that's why you should kayak in the lake. There is no motorboat there, but kayaking in the lake is like there is no thrill. The water is placid, there is no wave, you don't see any marine life. So, and if there is no thrill, what's the point in doing this adventure sports? And I think that's how you grow. There's a fear that there's so much of turbulence, and then you take the challenge, and that breaks your barrier. Next time you're ready for the bigger challenge. Of course you have to be careful so that it's not life-threatening or anything, but that's how you grow. Do you see the kelp forest? You can see the bulb of the kelp floating on the water, and this kelp plants can be very, very long, and they grow very fast, very, very fast. So there is a lot of talk going on about whether the kelp can sequester carbon from the atmosphere. It can actually. There was a study that was done that if we cover 9% of the ocean surface with kelp, then it can sequester 52 billion ton of CO2 from the atmosphere. But the problem is the kelp grows only near the shore because it requires a lot of water up circulation. I think that's what it's called. So the dense nutrient rich water from the depth of the ocean needs to come up with the nutrient for the kelp to grow. And since near the shore the depth is less and the shore is kind of slanted, it makes that up circulation happen, and that's why you see all the kelp forests in the world on the ocean are near the shores. And along the shores we don't have 9% of the ocean surface, so you have to figure out some way to farm kelp in the deep ocean. And actually there has been some work done by Dr. Brian Herzen, who has invented marine permaculture. And with marine permaculture you can farm kelp in deep ocean. I will talk about that some other time. So you can see the Anacortes skyline neighborhood in the front. This is our turning point. We are going to turn around from here, and on the left hand side is the viewpoint, the highest point of the Washington Park. We sometimes come here during the weekend. We have just spotted a sea otter. Yes. Let me see whether it reappears, resurfaces. We'll keep an eye. But of course it doesn't like human to be very near to them because there might be pups. So I think it just I think it just took a dive, and probably it will surface somewhere else. Okay, now we are going to turn around, so let's paddle on the left hand side. Just the left hand side. Wow, you can see the turbulence now. But our kayak is pretty good. There's a lot of buoyancy in the inflatable kayak. With a hard top kayak, I think there's much bigger chance of capsizing. We just turned around, and so far we have not seen the otter. I don't know whether you guys will be able to see it. Oh, there is the otter. Can you see the otter? The head of the otter? There is the otter. It's just Pampa on your right hand side. Can you see the otter? I hope you guys can see the water. You can see the two. Huh? You think it's a seal? I'm not sure. It looked like a otter to me. It behaved like an otter. It's almost hour and a half we have been paddling, and we almost nearing our destination, the beach where we started from. It has been a fantastic kayaking experience, though there has been a lot of turbulence in the water, but that adds to the fun, doesn't it? I think the island just nearest to us is the Lopez. Do you think it's the Lopez? Huh? Oh, this is Goemes Island. Sorry. This is Goemes Island. It's almost 1:15. A lot of people on the shore. What is this called? I forgot. This thing. The rock where the water. When the low tide comes, the water comes and. Tide pool. Yeah, see, I'm forgetting. Senior moments. Yes, there's a tide pool here, and people are looking for some marine creatures. The starfish. Actually, I should not call it a starfish. Sea star, sea anemone, barnacles. Sea cucumber. You can see all these things in these tide pools. So there are just two tide pools near our house. One is this one, the Washington Beach, and then there is another bigger tide pool in Rosario Beach. We have been there too. It's pretty fun to see all these marine creatures. You know, they also inhabit this planet along with us, so when they are gone, we'll be gone too, because in this whole ecosystem every creature plays a role, and if the ecosystem is disrupted, then there's lot of side effects of that, and that will impact the human beings too. Finally we are back, and I'm going to take up the paddle. Okay, let's go.